Alrighty, well I'm going to put this fan on my transmission cooler on the AU Falcon. Not that that matters, could do this to any car, but in particular I'm not really too sure where or how I'm going to wire it up yet, so I figured I might as well record what I'm doing and share it, so there'll be a solution at the end obviously, and anybody else that wants to do the same thing won't have to go through the same hassle I have to go through to find out how I'm going to do this. So obviously, first of all, I need to undo two 10mm bolts on either side of the cowling system, undo the plug here, and that just slides right out. It's real easy to take the fans out, and then I'll be able to put the fan here on with these guys here. I've used the same idea as that, using cable ties, holding the cooling system there on. So I'm just going to put those through. Same idea as what's holding that on. That's what's going to hold the fan on. So that's simple stuff there. And then I'll get to the wiring, and I'll do the wiring first before I continue, and you will see an end result. Okay, so found the wire where I'm going to connect the relay to. Now it's under the fuse box. Connect this to this 15 amp fuse here, and I've had to unclip all those two there. Just unclip, and that pulls up, and you've got to clip here and clip under there too, and clip here. So you got to work them because they're a bit challenging. You unclip one, the other one clips back in, so you just got to be patient with it and just work it out. Once you get it so far, then you can lift the fuse box up enough to get underneath. And obviously I've got no battery in here right now, so I'm not worried about any arcing out with my spanner being there. And that's just to help me hold this up. And this wire here connects to this side of the fuse. So get your bearings because it kind of looks upside downish. So this fuse here, and it connects to this side, which this is the fusible side. If the fuse blows, that line is no longer active, and therefore that fan won't work either, but it protects the car. So if something was to short out at the fan, which is highly unlikely, but let's say that fuse will go, just a bit of protection there. Now I probably don't need to worry about any of that with the fan, but I just want to make sure that it's a thorough job and that it's pretty genuine. So just wanted to show you that's where I'm going to be connecting a relay to. That line there, the relay will probably be located somewhere else. I'm running a wire from there, so when the ignition's on, that fan comes on. Before I go any further, I just want to show you what I've done here. Now this here, you can see how this is designed to go on. One side goes through the fan, then goes through the radiator, and then you close it off the other side with this here. You slide it all the way down like a cable tie, and then the excess that's hanging out the end you clip off. Same idea with I've done here with the cable tie. Now I've pushed the cable tie in from the other side. Use the same idea, a bit of soft rubber. Only difference is I've added washers. Then you use another bit of cable tie to pull that tight, cut the excess of the other cable tie off, and you've got the same deal as this get up, but instead of paying $20 for this four of these ties, you use a couple of cable ties and you get the same job. Anyway, continuing with the wiring. I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than getting a blackout in the middle of doing a repair job. So thankfully I have a little generator from years of experience of things like this happen just randomly. Get yourself a little generator Keep yourself going. Okay, so now I've got that all connected. She's all wired up, and now we've got power back. I've just made it a quick job for tonight. The relay is wired in and tucked in behind there, but for now I've just ran a line directly to the negative and positive on the battery, rather than I'm going to take the cover back off, and those connections I showed you under there before, I'm going to be putting the power to there and running the earth onto the chassis. But for now, just to get tonight out of the way and done, and that fan working, and turn the ignition on. Now, just a quick rundown, that's it, that's pretty much done. Someone might ask why I'm doing this. I found that my gearbox plays up after about 15 minutes of driving. It doesn't want to downshift, it wants to stay in drive, so when you pull up to a roundabout or a stop sign or something, the car will stall, it doesn't downshift. I've put a treatment for the gearbox which helped a little bit but didn't solve the problem. So I jumped the number 2 relay for the fan, so the fans are always on full, and that fixed my problem. I didn't have the problem anymore, so keeping the transmission cold helped that problem. And I don't want to have the radiator fans on all the time. I'd rather have this that's keeping the transmission cool and the other fans functioning on the relays how they're supposed to. So this should fix my problem, keeping the transmission oil cold or cooler. It's not going to be cold. And yeah, I'll recommend anybody doing this because it does help save the gearbox, that the transmission oil isn't getting over hot, and the setup that most cars come out with, the transmission lines go through the radiator, and there's not really a lot of cooling in there. It's just whatever the radiator is, temperature the radiator is, cools the transmission oil down a little bit, but not effective enough. So yeah, if you plan on jumping the number 2 relay like I did, just so the fans are always on full, they stay on 24/7. You've got to remember to remove the wire and plug it back in on every drive. So that's not, you know, it's a get yourself out of trouble sort of solution, but it's not a fix. So this is a definite fix now. I'm going to have enough cooling and should be good to go. So thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.